What's going on, my Flappy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. I want to get a little bit into this Stephanie White story that has something to do with money controversy as far as what Fox News ended up reporting. And of course, she ended up speaking on the officiating once again for the WNBA. We are about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 25.6. So if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. All right, so let's start from the top. This is coming from Fox News. As you can see, Fever coach Stephanie White revealed she was fined over apparent criticism of WNBA officiating. Now, I mean, honestly, it's nothing really surprising. You usually see this happen in an NBA as well. The players, the coaches, anybody speaking badly on the officiating, this is what happens. But I guess it's crazy to see the evidence that they came out and said she was fine. But anyway, let's get into what was said. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White didn't mince words when sharing her thoughts on officiating in the WNBA, which followed Saturday's game where Caitlin Clark suffered a quad injury that will sideline the star guard for at least 2 weeks. Apparently, those strong remarks landed White in some trouble with the league. And she ended up stating, obviously, I think we can get better in certain areas as far as how we call the game, consistency with how we call the game. Are we going to say that we want a free-flowing offensive game, or are we going to have tough, grind-out physical games? And whatever way it is, the players will adjust and coaches will adjust, but we can't have it be one way in one quarter and another way in another quarter. She continued, I do think collectively, as a whole, the league has to step in and do something. I just think that there has to be some improvements in certain areas. Now, they continue to talk about it and say, but when pushed further on what those areas might be, White revealed that her previous remarks, likely those on Saturday night, resulted in her receiving a fine. And then I guess they quoted her here, are we trying to get me fined again? Because I did just get fined, she said with a smirk. White did not elaborate further, but the fine likely stemmed from her comments following Saturday's loss to the New York Liberty. And then they kind of just go into what she said for the past 2 days or 3 days, whatever the case it may be. So, yeah, she ended up getting fined again. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is when she was talking about she don't think collectively as a whole the league needs to step in. I think they need to step in, all right? The officiating is atrocious. For the past few games, it's been atrocious. Now, the game last night, it was pretty good, all right? They were giving Indiana Fever calls. Anybody saying the Fever were not getting calls last night could not have been watching the game, man. They were getting calls, all right? And even if you take a look at it, look how many times we was at the free throw line, all right? 27 shots, and then the Mystics had 25 shots. So that was really even, man. That was right there with each other. So the officiating last night was pretty good, man, honestly. Now, even last night, I do not believe you can blame that game on the officiating. That was pure Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever. I mean, honestly, you have to find a way to get the ball into the hot hands, right? I think the offense would have been better being ran through Aaliyah Boston. She shot the best that night. So I think maybe more shot attempts from her than you did with Sydney Colson. And I don't know what happened with Natasha Howard. I don't know why she ended up playing 17 minutes. But I think, with her, she was at least putting up points and trying to score. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe having them two shoot more than anybody else, although DeWanna Bonner ended up finding a way to get at least 21 points. I know she shot that late 3 in the game, but I do feel like they could have ran the offense a tad bit better. And, yeah, last night was purely on Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever, man. Another thing I do want to address, if anybody is saying the Mystics is a terrible team, man, they have lost their mind, all right? They have lost their mind, man. I don't know where some of you all are getting that the Mystics are terrible. What are you talking about, fam? Do you not see that lineup? That lineup is crazy, dog. That lineup is crazy. And this was with an Aaliyah Edwards that just got back. Just imagine when she get in the flow of things. That team is going to be extremely dangerous. Y'all heard my hot take way early in the season when I said this team is going to be an over 500 team. and they're going to make the playoffs. That's how I feel about this team, all right? The Mystics are a competent team. Do not sleep on that team, man. That is not a trash team, a sorry team. I don't care what anybody say, man. You will not make me believe that Mystics team is trash, all right? They showed you last night that they could get it done on the defensive end. They can out-hustle your team. Yeah, with Kiki, Citron. Come on, man, stop it. But anyway, as a whole, I do feel like the league need to step in and do something about the officiating. Although last night was better, and hopefully it stays that way, it gets better as we continue. Collectively, the league needs to address it. All right, whether you do it behind closed doors, whatever the case may be, you need to have a meeting. And honestly, I feel like maybe start finding some of the officials for bad calls. They're going to make mistakes, all right? I'm not trying to sound ridiculous here. They're going to make mistakes. But if they continue to make these terrible mistakes back to back to back, yeah, start finding them, man. Just because you don't mean to do it doesn't mean you shouldn't get better. You feel what I'm saying? You think about when you're at a job, there's people who don't mean to do certain things, but they get wrote up, right? You get wrote up and you get 3 strikes or however many strikes, and then you get fired. So have that same energy with these officials, man. Do not allow these officials to actually just keep doing whatever they want to do. If they are habitually getting calls reviewed and overturned, they need to be disciplined. All right? It's as simple as that, man. Yeah, all in all, man, I just wanted to show y'all that. I think last night had nothing to do with the officials, though. I'm just going to keep it a grand. Last night had nothing to do with the officials. They were getting calls, fam. This had nothing to do with the officials. Nothing. Anybody saying the officials were the problem last night? Nah, you're lying. All right? You are lying, fam. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Stephanie White actually catching the fine. Like I said, it happens. I'm not really surprised. I wonder if Caitlyn was fine and Boston was fine. I wonder if they were fine. But y'all let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.